Women's Magazine is pushing birth control misinformation while operating a cycle tracking fertility app that is backed by one of the most powerful surveillance funders in the country. Let's talk about it. In case you haven't heard, EV Magazine is the self-proclaimed conservative cosmopolitan and has spent the past few years promoting misinformation on everything from COVID-19 to the LGBTQ plus community to feminism, and notably launching a large-scale campaign against hormonal birth control. I have a larger video specifically breaking down their work to dismantle trust in birth control that you can watch, but here are a bunch of quick examples of their posts on the topic. Evie isn't just a magazine, they also have a fertility tracking app called 28, a wellness-forward tool as an alternative to birth control to help users naturally track and manage their cycles. The app asks the users to input their menstrual data and details around their last cycle date, as well as where they live and more information. In an era of intense surveillance on health data, this should already raise a bunch of alarm bells, but if it hasn't, let me set off the fire alarm for you. This app is backed by Peter Thiel. Yes, that Peter Thiel, the billionaire who said women's suffrage was bad, who is funding the MAGA movement, who is the founder of Palantir, one of the most powerful surveillance software companies in the world, and who wants to dismantle the very systems that protect your digital and reproductive rights. The app 28 is quietly building a database of women's reproductive cycles at a time when period data can and has been weaponized. Period tracking data is not protected by HIPAA, and in states where abortion is criminalized, prosecutors have already used reproductive health data from apps to investigate and charge people. In 28's own privacy policy, it even says it will hand over data to law enforcement if legally required or requested. We are currently living in an era of peak surveillance. Earlier this year in Texas, a sheriff used 83,000 automated license plate reader cameras to track down a woman suspected of self-managing an abortion. He searched over 6,000 different camera networks, even in states where abortions remain legal, just because she might have ended a pregnancy. Now imagine that same law enforcement has access to your period cycle data, and imagine that app is funded by the billionaire who also owns the software used by DHS, ICE, and even the IRS. Well, currently, all of this in their app is very curated, very pink, and presented very strategically under the guise of health advice for Gen Z. This isn't just about an app. It's about a growing conservative infrastructure to surveil, control, and criminalize women wrapped in a beautiful wellness bow. Don't be fooled. And read more about it on my Substack. Let me know any questions you have in the comments, and let's keep fighting.